Welcome to Fluent by Story. In today's video, you will hear the true and powerful story of Elon Musk, a man who started with nothing and changed the world with his hard work, courage, and big dreams. This story is written in simple English to help you listen, speak, and improve your English step by step. As you listen, try to repeat the sentences, understand the vocabulary, and feel inspired. Whether you want to learn English, grow your confidence, or change your life, this story will motivate you to keep going. So relax, listen carefully, and enjoy the story. Let's begin. Elon Musk was born in 1971 in South Africa, and from the beginning he was not like other children. He was quiet, shy, and full of big thoughts. While other kids played games or talked about sports, Elon was reading books, taking things apart, and asking questions about the universe, and when he was only 12 years old, he taught himself how to code and made a simple video game, which he sold for $500, and that small win gave him the first taste of success, but growing up was not easy for Elon because he was bullied in school, often hurt by other kids, and didn't feel very safe or supported, yet he kept going, reading science fiction and dreaming of space, electricity, and inventions that could help the world. His parents divorced when he was young, and by the age of 17 he decided to leave South Africa because he believed that America was the land of opportunity and innovation. So he moved to Canada alone with almost no money in his pocket and started working hard. Jobs, cleaning boilers, shoveling dirt, and doing anything he could to survive while he applied for college, and finally he got into Queen's University in Canada and later transferred to the University of Pennsylvania in the US, where he studied physics and economics, always thinking about the future and reading everything he could about energy, engineering, and the internet. And when he finished college, he had two choices: get a good job with high pay or take a big risk and start something new. And Elon, who had always believed in following his vision, decided to start his first company, Zip2, with his brother Kimball. They worked from a small office, slept on the floor, and lived very simply, coding and building all day and all night. And although many people didn't believe in them, they kept working, and after 4 years, a big tech company bought Zip2 for over $300 million, and Elon received $22 million, but instead of relaxing or retiring, he took that money and invested it into a new idea. An online bank, which became X.com and later merged to become PayPal, but the journey was full of problems, leadership battles, and stress, and although Elon was pushed out of the company before it was sold, PayPal was eventually bought by eBay for $1.5 billion, and Elon received $180 million, but again he did not stop there. He decided to use that money to solve even bigger problems, and that's when he started Tesla Motors to build electric cars, SpaceX to build rockets and explore space, and SolarCity to create clean energy for homes. But starting 3 companies at the same time was risky and stressful. People laughed at his ideas, said electric cars were boring, said rockets were for governments, and said solar energy was too expensive, but Elon kept working, leading, and learning. He often slept in the Tesla factory, answered emails in the middle of the night, and pushed everyone to believe in a future that was better, cleaner, and more exciting. But in 2008, things got very bad. Tesla was running out of money, SpaceX had 3 rocket failures, the economy crashed, and Elon was broke. He had to borrow money from friends just to pay rent, and many people thought he would lose everything, but he didn't give up. Instead, he took the last $40 million he had and split it between Tesla and SpaceX, and finally, the 4th rocket launch succeeded, and NASA gave SpaceX a huge contract worth $1.6 billion, saving the company, and Tesla also got new investors and survived, and in that moment Elon cried, not for money but because his dream was still alive. After that, things started to grow, and in 2012, SpaceX sent a rocket to the International Space Station, becoming the first private company to do so. Tesla kept improving its cars. The Model S, Model X, and Model 3 became popular and proved that electric cars could be fast, beautiful, and powerful. Meanwhile, SolarCity helped homes all over the US switch to clean energy, and Elon became known as a real-life Iron Man, a builder of the future, and he didn't stop. He started new projects like Neuralink to connect the human brain with technology, the Boring Company to solve traffic problems with underground tunnels, and Starlink to provide internet from satellites, and all of this came from his deep belief that we must move the world forward, protect the environment, and become a multi-planet species to survive as humans. And although Elon became one of the richest men in the world, his focus was never on money. It was always on mission, on building, and on doing hard things that matter. He often says, when something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. And his story shows us that success doesn't come from comfort, luck, or being perfect. It comes from hard work, risk, reading, learning, failing, and starting again. Elon made many mistakes, but he kept going, and that is why his story is not just about technology, it's about human spirit and belief. And if you are learning English, chasing your dream, or working to change your life, remember this. You don't need to be a genius, you don't need to be rich, and you don't need to have all the answers. You just need to start and keep going every day, one step at a time. Maybe your goal is to speak English fluently, get a better job, help your family, or build something of your own. Whatever your dream is, do not wait, do not waste time, and do not let fear stop you. Learn like Elon, read like Elon, work like Elon, and most of all, believe like Elon, because big dreams begin with small steps, and one day of effort becomes 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, and finally, a life you are proud of. So repeat this: I will not give up, I will learn, I will try, I will grow, and I will never stop, because my future is mine to build, just like Elon Musk. Thank you for listening to the story of Elon Musk. His journey shows us that great success does not come from luck. It comes from hard work, learning from failure, and never giving up. If Elon can go from sleeping on a floor to building rockets, then you can learn English, follow your dream, and reach your goal too. Remember, one small step each day can change your future. Practice this story again to improve your speaking and listening. And if you like this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to Fluent by Story for more simple English stories every day. Keep learning, keep growing, and always believe in yourself. Your story starts now. Don't wait for the perfect time, create it.